You are now experiencing the No Invite Podcast.
You already know. Hard times, man. Ha! Warrants for my ass for some past shit. Used to cut class, hit the track with the gas lit. Peace to all my brothers on the ball.
Bang, bang, bang. We're back. What's happening?
What's going on with you, Blaze?
Oh no, you know how we do. It's been a long ass fucking week. It's the No Invite Podcast. I'm Blaze.
This is Steph.
Y'all already know. So we in the building right now. We're on live too, on Instagram Live. So anybody that want to chime in and say some shit. Oh, my partner said want to talk about the Popeyes Chicken sandwich. So we got live, right? And like we always do, Steph, you know, we go live on the first 15-25 minutes of the podcast so we could give the actual public something to, so they could actually speak on some shit. Mm-hmm. So we'll definitely touch on that subject. I want to kick it off by saying rest in peace to Pops.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You know, John Witherspoon,
yes.
Known as Pops, and Granddad from the Boondocks and Friday and the Friday After Next and a gang of movies. He wasn't just in that movie. He was on Soul Plane and all that. Passed away over the week. We just want to send a shout out to him and his family and shit. Condolences. Mm-hmm. I know I grew up watching the movies with him in it. He's one of those guys that, like what's it called? What the fuck is his name? Morgan Freeman. He like never look old. The motherfucker been old my whole life and shit. I've been alive for like 30 years. It's like, how the fuck he look the same the whole time? I think towards the end he looked a little different, but he always looked the same, just like Morgan Freeman and shit.
His eyes changing colors now. You know he up there.
Yeah, he was getting there. But you know, rest in peace to him. I just wanted to bring that up. Steph, how was your weekend?
My week was cool. Look, I bartended for this Halloween party, right? Tell me why this motherfucker came dressed as Santa Claus, bro.
You got pictures?
No, I was working. I was busy behind the bar making that money.
And what happened? Was he a crazy Santa Claus?
No. He's one of my regulars that be coming in all the time. When I seen his ass walk in, I was like, this motherfucker is lit. Cause who come as Santa Claus for the Halloween party?
That's
it's like,
funny.
Come on, bro. It's not. Yeah. But I mean, that was different though. You know, that was different, creative. Throw everybody off.
And that was Halloween, or was it just?
That was for the Halloween party. Yes. I bartended for an event and. Yeah, all my regulars that came, and it was cool. This husband dropped his wife on the balcony and just fucking left her there.
Damn.
Like, straight, how you leave your wife?
Shit. I like that.
You had to cut a few motherfuckers off, dropping their beers.
Damn.
Like, come on, you guys, get it together.
That's crazy.
Party foul, 20 push-ups.
That's it. I mean, that's all though. That's your typical, you know what I'm saying, upscale type party then, obviously, because if the highlight was somebody dropped their wife and nobody got knocked out or stabbed or shot, then, you know what I'm saying, we know for sure that it was definitely not around here.
Okay.
But that's what's up. So how was your Halloween though?
I worked. I just told you I was bartending for the event. I work.
What'd you dress up as?
No, I didn't. I don't really be dressed. The last time I dressed up was when I went to San Diego to see my homegirl, and I was like an Egyptian kind of but it was like one of those Fashion Nova outfits, so you know the ass was like halfway hanging out and shit.
that modern day Egyptian.
Yeah,
huh?
but you know what though? I don't really fuck around with Halloween too much because motherfuckers be on stupid shit, and it's like I just rather be inside or make money. I don't got time to fuck around.
I feel it. I mean, I like the time of the year, and I would do like certain things, but it got to be a vibe, just like anything else. Just because it's October and it's Halloween, or it's just because it's this, doesn't mean that I'm into it. I'm into it if the situation is right. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like my Halloween was regular. You know what I mean? Spend time with the kids, kick back in the house.
That was a haunted house thing you went through?
Oh no, it was the day before. We went to Del Oso Farms. That was the day before Halloween. It was on Wednesday. It's in Lathrop.
Oh, okay.
It's fucking tight. Anybody that ain't never been there, you've been there before. Right, Loco? We got Loco in the building, by the way. We got a studio audience today, you know what I'm saying? So you might hear him every now and then chime in on something, so don't think y'all hearing voices and shit. But it's called Del Oso Farms or whatever, and they have like a corn maze. They had a fucking haunted house. They had petting zoo. My son is like fascinated with goats. Now, I don't know why, but he wants a pet goat, you know.
They got the obstacle course.
That's probably what it is. They got the obstacle course, zip line. And the cool part about it is you really, besides food, all you do is just pay the entrance and you could get on all the shit, right? You don't got to pay really for nothing else, I don't think. No. Everything else, they got like a hamster wheel type thing where it's human, where you get in it and you roll around and shit. That shit's pretty fun.
How you get out of it?
The corn maze, they give you a map.
No, the wheel.
The wheel, you can walk out. It's like a big ass piece. It's like an industrial piece of PVC. I don't know if you know what PVC pipe is. It's big, yeah. And you can fit in there, and you can run like a hamster wheel down this little track thing, and you can race people. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was exhausting, and my son still got me.
I would just fall out.
Yeah. I damn near did. I ain't gonna lie. I thought I was fresh. I tried to gas it on my son, and he stopped. And then I stopped. I'm thinking, okay, he gonna give me a chance. Then he gunned it and started gassing it too. So I had to try to catch up to him and shit. But it was fun. I did that the day before. Halloween was laid back as fuck. I finally ain't have nothing to do on a Friday, so I did exactly that, nothing. And I just been, my whole weekend was cool. It was like chill as fuck, you know what I mean? It wasn't really nothing to it.
I mean, but aside from my little Halloween party that I did, like my whole schedule got messed up from the week prior to, which we're gonna get into later. But like my whole work schedule and rescheduling all kinds, man, it's been nuts, man. I've been trying to just tap in and stay on track with all my things, and it's been a very tiring, long week conducting business.
I heard the fuck out of that. You've been a road warrior. I see you.
He be seeing me. I be mobbing. Look, the other day, bro, I had to go from like Richmond to Marin to Dublin, back to Marin, and just back to Rose. Like, bro,
I hope you change the oil in your car. I hope you're not one of them chicks that just waits till like 20 years to change the oil. Wonder why your shit's blowing up and shit.
I gotta change my oil every 10,000 miles.
Had the car 5 years, ain't changed the oil. Like, what's that?
Hell no. Look, I gotta change my shit every 10,000 miles. I go in at 9.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't fuck around with the car.
Nah, you always, you know what? That's one thing people don't understand. It's like if you could just do that by itself, that prolongs your engine and the life of your car, all the fluids. You even down to your everything, to the fucking radiator, all that shit. Down. I gotta get my brakes done too.
Look, my car. Look, when I bought it brand new, I'm at 96,000 miles. The brakes are just now going out. I babysit.
That's how your ass know you be driving way too fast.
But I'm good on my brakes. Don't even hit the brakes
and shit.
I'm good on my brakes. You gotta just tap it.
Steph's that driver that you see him mobbing through, and you're like, oh fuck all that. You go move to the side, let her ass get by.
Look, I need to start making like a Chronicles when I be driving.
You should do a vlog. You know that?
That's what I was thinking.
You should do a vlog.
Like, I be having road rage, and that shit be funny.
That's hella funny.
I do. This shit I be saying in my car. No, well,
you know what? I just thought about that the other day too. That y'all bringing that up because it's like, really like, when people have road rage, it's because you give a fuck too much about how other people are driving, and it's like you can't let people affect that. Look at the police rolling by right now.
Fuck! Oh hell no! Look, don't get me going.
We're gonna get going. Obviously, you already know. I mean, you already know. We're not.
Look, I got PTSD with them motherfuckers.
We're not against cops. We're not against coppers.
Oh, hell no.
But we are against those thugs.
And they was creeping, too.
They were creeping, though. They looking for some... See, you ain't seen it, though. Since you've come by, you ain't really seen it in its full blossoming form. Like, out here, you see the whole alley and shit. All that shit be fucking... It's cameraed up and shit, so... You know, it's stupid. It is what it is. Don't watch me watch TV, motherfucker, because while y'all over here watching some shit, there's something really happening to somebody and they need y'all help. Y'all too busy looking over here.
Bro, speaking of which,
does that make sense? I'm not paranoid.
Bro, tell me why, like, my partner, right, his baby mama called the police on him, right? Damn. And made, like, false allegations and got him. He went to so he went to jail for some domestic shit, right? And she exaggerated. And then he told me the next day.
Hold on. But look, this is where I say to remind yourself not to incriminate yourself.
No, this ain't me. This ain't me.
Or anyone else.
Shit. Look, I'm not. So he called me the next day and he told me that while he was sitting in the back of the cop car, that he heard over the radio that there was a predator like roaming around this hotel on the other side of town. So I'm thinking, and it's like, bro, while you over here stressing about taking me to jail on some false allegations of domestic, which nothing was wrong with her whatsoever. You got a fucking predator, bro, roaming around.
Well, it's like that a lot.
The fuck?
It's like that a lot. And see, a lot of people only see it one way, and they wonder why the police never get there. Is because sometimes they're human. They make mistakes like anybody else. They're not fucking perfect. And people
predator,
don't understand
though?
it. Yeah. Hey, you know what? That actually, look, I want you to say no more. We're not even going to touch on that. I want y'all to go. You too, Steph. There's a new movie that just dropped on Netflix. It's called American Son. That shit is bonkers. I just seen it last night, and it has to do with everything that we're talking about right now. I swear to God, it's crazy that we talking about that shit because I just seen it last night. And
I'm gonna have to watch it.
It's it's really a social conscious movie.
Nice.
It's a drama. It got Kerry Washington in it. I don't know if you know that, so I like her. She's a good actress.
Yeah, she's cool.
So, you know what I mean? Nobody likes us on what's it called? Nobody likes us on Snapchat right now or Instagram.
Oh,
my nigga.
Burn.
Calm down. Don't project your negative vibes on me, okay?
No, not Patty.
Because you know what? Somebody out there like this shit.
Uh-oh.
I don't know where they at, but they like this shit, okay? Somebody likes this shit. Just know that. It's official. It's guaranteed somebody likes this. You know what I mean? But okay, so today's Sunday. We're recording a day different than when we normally record. You know, today the relaunch of the Popeyes infamous chicken sandwich is dropping today.
Jesus Christ.
Pickle tastes like chicken.
The chicken tastes like a pickle.
Nah, bro.
Don't even make no fucking sense.
Look, I speak for all the vegans out there. Go
like,
educate
like
your people.
I'm like, well,
go educate your people.
You know what? I think it's just hilarious because it's hilarious how people could get worked up. Like, people are hype beasts, bro. Like, let's face it, if you don't know what hype beast is a term to basically describe somebody that gets worked up and is excited for exclusive things or things that not everyone could have to the point where it's like fanaticism or whatever. So like Supreme people or Jordans or whatever, the people stand in lines and it's a lucrative business. I get that
And
part,
that's
right?
sad.
I get that, but that's like shoes and clothes and shit.
It's sad.
And okay, hey, duly noted. But just know this, it's also sad, I feel like, if people get really hyped up and over some shit like food like that. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm starting to feel like all these businesses are trying to take that motto from hype beasts. That, like I said, when they used to come down to clothing,
I get
exclusive
what
items. You know what I'm saying?
Concept.
I'm thinking. What I'm saying is I know that they're doing the same thing, because how the hell your Popeyes Chicken a franchise like a fucking McDonald's or anything else? McDonald's don't run out of burgers. They might run out of the fucking ice cream machine, and they have you motherfuckers mad. But they don't run out of burgers. So these motherfuckers been running out, and then they relaunch it again, and they run out, and then they relaunch it again.
But what do you think they running out of? Chicken or the fucking
They're not
seasoning?
running out of anything. They're just not. They're doing it in limited slots to play with people. Like I said, when they on that whole hype beast exclusivity vibe. You dig what I'm saying? Like, just like with Jordans, you know, people be all hyped up, and there's only a certain amount of Jordans or only a certain amount of people to get it. They play on that because they know that it's a for sure thing.
Right. Yeah.
So they're playing on that. Like put it this way. If
then they could sell it at a high price.
They could sell it in limited times. They probably get it. You never know. They probably sell it. They only comes out when they get their chicken hella cheap. Like, they get the bottom of the barrel chicken cheap, and then that's when they do the fucking sale and sell it for what they do and make more fucking money.
Man, there's over so many. Look, there's over billions of chickens. Over billions of chickens murdered every year over cows, pigs, any other animal we use for slaughter.
But yeah,
they ain't running out of no damn bird.
I know that, dude. You're missing.
No, I know, but I'm just speaking on my little side note.
Your side note is my note, though. Is what I'm saying. They're not running out of those shit. They're doing that on purpose. You know what I mean? They doing that shit on purpose
to make a little extra dollars,
to make their money.
Extra dollars.
To make their money. Don't worry about me, Patty. Patty over here fucking like the what's that person on the landing strip going like this?
She's the orchestrator.
She's what's that motherfucker that's on the landing strip logo? The one that fucking guides the fucking airplanes in and shit.
Oh man.
Air traffic controller. She's over there waving her arms at me. I'm like, what the fuck is she waving at? I'm trying to turn around and look.
I'm fucking engineering. Talking to the fucking mic.
Say less.
Let them know what time it is, girl.
Engineers don't talk, they move. Ooh, that's crazy. Hey.
Look, he got no fucking support on that one.
Hey, two heads turned around and looked at me, and then Loco put his head down. He's like, I don't want no bars of this. Like, I'm gonna just go ahead. That's crazy. What's happening?
My footage is good on you guys.
Damn, the flag guy. What's up with everybody though? Look, it's the No Invite podcast. We got about 6 minutes. We're open to free conversation.
How are
if you have a topic that you want to drop,
bro.
What?
How are you not hot?
I'm blazed, bro. I stay hot, bro.
Shit, here we
I take
go.
this shit off and I'm gonna burn up anyways. It don't matter.
God damn it.
You know what I'm saying? I stay hot. Take that. So look, we got about 5-6 more minutes on the live. We're gonna open it up to y'all, bro. If y'all got something y'all want to talk about, type it in. Let me know what's up. If not, Steph, we gonna keep it moving and grooving like we always do.
Absolutely.
And yeah, this whole fucking chicken sandwich shit is ridiculous though. So we're just gonna drop it at that. Please don't be out there fighting and stabbing each other,
That shit
catching
hella dumb,
cases
bro.
because there ain't no chicken sandwich in prison. I guarantee you that. Some of you motherfuckers might be the chicken sandwich in prison. So just remember that when you're out there trying to get Billy Bold and Hype Beast over a fucking $3-4 fucking Patty about to spit her fucking water out. And if you spit it on Loco, you'll fucking get the fucking Bed Podcasting Surprise fucking award year of the whole fucking day. And in fact, you should have spit it out because that would have been perfect fucking content. As soon as I said that shit, she should have gassed him. Now he's expecting it, so it don't even matter. Okay, so look. Okay, so moving on from the chicken sandwich there goes the pork sandwiches, Joe.
Oh, Lord
hey,
Jesus.
hey, so look, speaking of the chicken sandwich, fuck all that. We're gonna talk about real quick. We're gonna give 5 minutes to the 49ers. I know you're not into sports like that, Steph, but you're from the Bay.
I'm not about the sports, but you know what?
Bay.
But when it comes down to it, I'm all for my local teams. I'm all about the San Francisco Giants, the Niners. I love my locals.
Me too. My bad. I'm just making my Stiz face right
Yeah,
now
I was
because
gonna say.
Patty's swinging her arms again, not saying shit. I'm like, God damn it, what the fuck?
Whip on you, bro.
So check this out. Yeah, 49ers are 8-0. They're undefeated. They haven't been like this since 1990. I believe our quarterback at the time was either Joe. I think it was still Joe Montana. I'm not sure.
He's so cool.
You know, it's legendary shit right now. The Raiders are in and out. I mean, we're not gonna say that they're out of
They
it.
suck.
Oh damn. Well, y'all heard it first. Y'all heard it
Goddamn.
here. Anyways, y'all see what the fuck I'm wearing.
That's right.
Since 1990, we've been, you know what I mean? And it's a good thing because, like, just to speak from a fan perspective, you know what I mean? It's like it's been a long time since
you like the Raiders?
we've been good.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he likes the Raiders too. Can't you tell? They look alike. What the fuck?
Loyal. Sorry.
They both got big fucking heads.
To the Super Bowl, look, but if they go to the Super Bowl, I root for them. No, but if they go to the
Dang.
Super Bowl, I fuck with them. I'm all about local. Bay Area, all day.
I don't do that neither.
We loyal.
If you go to the Super Bowl, I'll be there to watch you fall.
Nah, but for real, like, if the Raiders go, like, I
I'm
support
not gonna
them.
lie, I'll take a free Giants game ticket.
Me
That's
too.
it.
I'll take a free Raiders game. I just go. I'm a fan of sport to begin with. I'm not gonna pay for it, but if somebody's like, "You want to come with me to Raiders game?" I'll come fuck with
I
you.
feel like sports
I
keep
ain't paying
us.
for it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's just because I'm a fan of the game, though. So at the end of the day, to be honest with you, no matter if I talk shit about the Raiders or whatnot, to me, the dopest shit ever would be a Bay Area Super Bowl because it could happen. I don't know if it's gonna happen with y'all. I mean, the Raiders this year,
Shit,
but
here we go.
it could happen. And back to the whole point, it's like the Warriors suck right now. If we didn't have the Niners, the whole Bay Area would suck right now because the
Bay's
Giants
been
is
lit
out
for
of
a
it too.
while.
Yeah, I know we have. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if it wasn't the Warriors, it was the Giants, and then we were good we had a little 3-year stretch where we were really good.
Are they playing right now? What's up with baseball?
No, baseball's mama. The World Series was like last month.
Oh, see, I don't be watching sports like that, bro.
Nah, yeah,
World Series just went through.
yeah. The World Series, the
they?
Nationals won. Yeah, so
I knew it was Houston and
man, fuck that. It's the Giants and the Niners.
Giants and the
Say
Niners.
what? Say it again.
Suckers and peanuts, people. Suckers and peanuts.
Say it again. But anyways, look, it's the No Invite Podcast. We're going to go ahead and take this little break. This is the intro. This is the relaunch. This is week 4, episode 4, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's Blaze.
This is Steph.
And we'll be back at you in a minute. Producer Patty, you know what's up. I am your host, Blaze.
You should do that.
We are recording, by the way. So, and that's Steph, since she's not going to say nothing.
No, this is
Right now.
Well, no, look. See, I was trying to be serious, you know, but Patty pissed me off before the fucking intro. I was trying to be serious because I was really going to talk about and she's throwing nasty-ass wet grapes at me and shit. That's fucking crazy. That's not cool. So, look. Check it out.
What?
Now that we're back on topic. Now, what I wanted to say is that for anybody that's been living in Northern California or on planet Earth, especially the United States, you know that we've been dealing with a lot of wildfires and forest fires out here. It's been a lot of shit. It's been an ongoing situation. It's been a thing with PG&E because a lot of them are because of
neglect to maintenance.
neglected maintenance on equipment. And, you know, a lot of their equipment runs through these vast forests and outdoors type fucking fields and shit. They're all dried up because it's fucking fall.
Well, not only that, though, we had a 10-year drought. People forget California had a 10-year drought. So with all that dryness from the drought and then the neglect from PG&E, that just makes shit way worse.
Of course, and it's been an ongoing thing, like I said, because it's not just been. I remember last year, we were like, it was so smoky over here that it was ridiculous. Or 2 years ago when we had the fires up in fucking
up in Santa Rosa.
Yeah, in Paradise and all that shit too. You know what I mean? Like, there's been fires, like there's been more fires that you could name that you can't even name than what people know. And right now, Steph, you know, she wanted to get into the topic about it because you've been affected by this shit, right? Like, you really lived this shit,
I really
right?
did go through it. So, like you had said before, like, we had the Kincaid fire this year. And last year, we had the Camp Fire in Paradise, which was, like, the most devastating one in the state's history. And this one now is probably... Oh, no, excuse me. I can't remember if it's the Kincaid or the Tubbs fire from the year before, 2 years ago, is the second. But, second worst. So when the Kincaid fire happened, and this whole thing is crazy. So that night, you know, I had a lot on my mind, and it was a clear night out, and I just wanted to go up to Gravity Hill, you know, just go clear my mind because you have a nice overview of the valley and everything. I'm like, let me go up here and just, you know, clear my head out. I get up to the top, and I look over. And I just saw what looked like the Great Wall of China on fire coming south. Like, so in Rohnert Park, and I didn't know that what was going on at the time. So the fire was in Geyserville. So from Geyserville and Rohnert Park, there's drive-wise, you're looking at 30, 40 minutes north. So for it to look that big, I thought it was closer than what it was. That means that shit was very, very big. So it's like 12:30 at night. I'm like, Dad, wake up. It's right by you. I don't hear any sirens. Da-da-da-da-da. Mom, wake up. And so we're trying to figure out what's going on. We're calling everybody, and it was a very scary thing because we didn't know where it was or whatnot.
Did you have the evacuation order already, or
no? We didn't. No, not yet.
That?
So they started evacuating people within the area where the fire was initially, and then there was warning. There was enough ample warning this time because of where the fire had started. So in the days to come, when the fire had doubled in size and what have you, the area in which I was in Zone 9, which is in the Coffee Park area, you know, we got under, I think it was on the third day, I believe, it was under evacuation warning. On the fourth day, my dad's section, he had a Mando evac. He had to be out of the area by 4 o'clock. And I'm like, okay, come on, Dad, let's go. He's like, I'm not going nowhere. I'm like, okay, well, I'm taking the dog. And this was at 1 o'clock. I'm like, okay, I'm taking the dog. He called me an hour later after he sat down and thought about it. He's like, come get me. I'm like, okay, Dad, let's go. So
can't play with that shit, bro.
He can't. Well, you know, he old school and he hard-headed. But anyways, so it was me, my dad, and we, you know, at my house with my landlord. So then we get...
All right, Steph, I'm going to ask you to not chew food while you're trying to talk and make a point.
My bad.
Just a little podcasting tip from me to you.
I thought about that right after I took the first little chew.
I seen that.
So then the next day, so my mother lives in Rohnert Park. So when we get the Mando evac, I'm like, hey, Mom, you know, this is what might happen. We got to come through. So it's 5 a.m. The police come through with the high-lows. And so it's like this doo-doo. It's like this specific sound. They get on the mic.
Evac sound.
Yeah, they get on the microphone. They're like, you know, this mandatory evacuation. Everybody evacuate to the south. And they just, you know, so we packing up our shit. I got my cat and my dog. And then my dad.
And this is still at your dad's?
This is at my house.
Okay.
So my dad is a few exits north of me.
So he
got evacuated first.
Yeah, and then y'all came to your house. And then they came for y'all.
And then they came for us.
Damn.
And then we had to go to my mom. So here's this part's funny. So and I'm like, come on, you guys, we gotta hurry up, we gotta go. Oh, come, we I'm like, okay. So now we stuck in dumbass traffic. Everybody trying to leave. So I wiggle through, and I'm expecting them to follow me, my landlord and my dad. And I'm like, I call him, like, where'd you guys go? What happened? Oh, your dad's taking a shit in the parking lot of this taqueria. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, he couldn't. Like, why you didn't go before you guys took all that time? You literally took a shit in the parking lot.
Yeah, did he have toilet paper?
Terry, well, yeah, my landlord, Terry, she was like, yeah, I had some napkins in my car. I just gave it to him. I'm like, oh, Dad's a savage, bro.
Savage. I know if I'd have seen that shit, I'd be like, that nigga's gangster as fuck.
Oh, he didn't care. He had to go. You gotta go.
Hey, that's real life.
Hey, so then they never came to my mom's. I'm like, what happened? oh, I didn't want to wait in traffic no more. I'm just going back to the house. I'm like, all right, well, fuck it. You know?
Damn.
So then the next day they ended up coming. And so now keep in mind now, we at my mom's house. So it's my mom, her boyfriend, me, dad, my landlord, my dog, her dog, and my mom's dog, my cat, and a fucking bird in a 1-bedroom apartment.
Nice.
That was not very comfortable.
Yeah, that's right.
So then...
See, then y'all be talking about Mexicans like we the only ones that do that
Okay, shit.
That's crazy.
Us white folks, look, you got
Right.
look. No matter
We gotta
what
do what we
race or
gotta
color,
do.
all that shit, that don't matter in a state
Yeah.
of emergency, though. But I know what you're saying.
No, I'm just talking shit.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
just
You
making
know
a
how
joke. Like,
motherfuckers
no,
be.
I feel it like, you know what I mean?
But so then after that, you know, eventually we were able to go back home.
Yeah.
But it was scary because on the 5th day, that shit was 3 miles from the house.
Well,
That
I mean,
was a scary, like, was 3 miles away?
to give some context to everybody, another factor and the reason why that these things, we've been worried about these things, because we had a windstorm last week, I believe. Was it?
Oh, man.
We had a windstorm, and when we say windstorm, it's like we're not pussies out here. You know what I'm saying? We felt all kinds of weather, and we're in earthquake country for those listening outside of California. So
There was an
we're
earthquake,
definitely
too.
yeah, we talked about that. Remember?
No, but during the fire.
Are you serious?
Yes.
God damn. And California mad right now, y'all. But look, to give y'all some perspective, these winds were crazy. They were crazy. Like, they didn't want people on the road type winds. You know what I mean?
80
Because-
miles an hour to 100.
Exactly. That's like hurricane almost type
It
fucking
was.
winds. You know what I mean? And it's just a wind storm. There's no rain. There was really no clouds, was there? It was just
Nope.
it was just mad
It was
windy
dry
as
as
fuck.
hell. Like, there's no rain on. Well, they said at the time that there wasn't going to be any rain till the month of November during the fire, and that was scary too.
Yeah. And just so you guys know, you know, dry conditions, hot conditions, because it's still kind of warm out here, mixed with the wind, and then these faulty ass PG&E lines that
Man.
they haven't fixed. They've probably been 10, 20, 30 years overdue to get fixed, and all that. That's a combination for why we're doing and dealing with what we're dealing with out here. On top with the blackouts.
Oh
that
yeah.
they're doing.
Oh man. Motherfuckers were mad, bro. Okay, so look, I don't know if you guys all know this, but the CEO of PG&E lives in Tiburon, right?
Does he?
Lives in Tiburon. So in a media conference, these I can't remember who was drilling him. They asked him, or they had said something about people losing their power and losing their food. Mm-hmm. So his response was, well, the main objective was to save your house, right? And if you ain't got no food, that's what food banks are for. And
Wow.
I know, and then the food bank people came up and they're like, "That's not what we're here for. Like, we're here to help, the
less fortunate.
for less fortunate and low income and shit like
Not
that."
the people that lost all their fucking
Nah.
food because of a fucking stupid ass company's negligence.
Man, for real.
That's stupid. I can't stand people. I swear to God. And that's how you know he had a touch though. Like
Yeah.
they really should make. Like it would be dope if I seen them put somebody on as a CEO, a new person every fucking year that was like.
I don't know about every year. I think it's just somebody who just.
I feel like a CEO for a company should be fucking voted on like a president. That's how I feel like.
That's a good idea.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
with
Because
that.
just because motherfuckers lose touch, and you know how it is, even with a president, he might be already out of touch or whatever. But once he gets to the presidency, you know what I mean? It's rare that he's ever the same kind of person that he was before. You know, it's a change. It's a big thing. And the same thing with any kind of power. It corrupts. Yeah, power and money. So it's like if you go into a job knowing that you're only going to be there for years, so you're going to try to do as much as you can. I feel like it takes a lot of emphasis on me just trying to be greedy and rich and just like, you know what, I'm going to get this check, I'm going to get this money, and I'm going to see how I can make this thing about the easiest that I can, and maybe if they want to help somebody, they might just help people, you know what I mean? Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, and you know what? There's been a time or two when I did have an abundance of money at one point in my life. And you know what? I will say a couple little aspects about me did change, but my character and who I was, it never changed. And I think that might be with, my state of mind or whatever. But not everybody is as strong-minded. Some people really lose themselves when it comes to the money.
Man, some people just, it's tough. You know, growing up the way we grew up, and Patty knows this, and I'm sure you've been through it too. It's like, think about it like this. It's like I was telling you, people were actually acting crazy over these blackouts. I'm like, are you guys serious? Do you guys not? You got a barbecue pit. You got somewhere to cook your dinner.
Yeah.
Do you have an ice chest? Then your food will last for a little while longer than it probably would just sitting in the fridge. They were in there going crazy, buying up all kinds of shit, acting an ass.
Because nobody knows how to be resourceful.
You can't microwave. Well, it is fear mongering. And it is that. But see, it goes back to that point I was making earlier with the whole hype beast shit. Is like they know how to fuck with you. They know the psychology
it's
of
the
people.
Digital age.
For those people out there that are listening and you don't think that these big corporations and companies hire psychologists and people to create profiles of the consumer's personality, especially whoever they target, then they know they know how to do it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and that's why they got sports.
Exactly. All that. See, and the thing is like this. Sports or whatever it is, ain't nothing wrong with a chicken sandwich. Like if you like a chicken sandwich and you want it, or if you like whatever. I mean, I know you don't like it, but I ain't worried about my fucking grapes right now. Anyways, back to what we were saying, right? Podcast related. Nah, but it's all a mind game, y'all. And the thing is that these corporations, they know the psychology of people, so they know how to target their audience and they know what to do. See, as a consumer, you got if you realize that and you understand that, then it helps you not to be that person that's a sheep or gets lost in the crowd. You dig what I'm saying? And it helps you to be more aware of what if they could take advantage of you or not, or what you're susceptible to. Because like I said, the hype beast, the chicken sandwich, the shit what you're talking about, the fear mongering, that's all the same thing. You know what I mean? And it's not like, they're all working hand in hand in cahoots. It's just they know the psychology of humans. You know what I mean? So they know how to get a reaction out of somebody. It's manipulation. You know what I mean? So we all know about that. But yeah, the fire shit is crazy out here, y'all. For those who don't know.
So did everything end up okay?
Yeah, everything. Yeah, we were able to go home. Everybody's safe.
Still have a home.
Yep. Dad too. Everybody. I mean, like I think the furthest it went was like a town before my dad's.
Still though, like the smoking situation.
It was bad.
It was bad out there. I know it had to be
It was bad.
because we had it out here and you could smell it, but it had to be.
You know
worse
what's
there.
crazy? Like it was like the 5th or 6th day. That morning it was super smoky in the morning, and then in that afternoon because the wind shifted towards the Pacific, clear blue. The wind is a motherfucker. But that shit was scary. Like every time when I would go down south to Marin and then I come back up home, it's like you see this smoke and it just looks like you're driving into like a war zone or into the apocalypse. Like that was the same shit that happened with the Tubbs fire. Like I remember that night too. I got the hotel I was in that night of the Tubbs fire. I went out to get gas, go see my partner at the hotel, and I leave. I get a phone call from him 30 minutes later. Oh, the hotel just burned down. 30 minutes later. Like, that shit was scary as fuck.
That shit moves fast. People don't realize, too. They think, it's just, that shit'll move fast.
Yeah, that shit was doubling in size overnight. Yeah.
But see, the reason why we say that, too, though, is because a lot of people, they just look at it, they see it, maybe you ain't experienced it, or even in California, like, not everyone has experienced that, what you have experienced. I haven't yet. The most that I could say I've experienced from these fires is just the invasion of fucking toxic smoke that comes and sits over here. Because you remember, was it last year, Patty, or the year before, where all this shit was smoked out because of the fires up north?
Both years.
Both, yeah.
Yeah.
And we are hella far from where they were at.
At least an hour's drive.
At least an hour's drive away from where these fires were taking place, and we're out here experiencing it too. I remember because I had a trip to Las Vegas and we were driving out there, me and my son, and I remember we were on the way out. We were driving wearing fucking those masks.
Man.
And I bullshit you not, it wasn't until like Fresno that the smoke cleared up.
I believe it.
You know what I mean? So all that smoke was shit.
You could see it on a satellite image.
Yeah.
That shit was big.
Yeah. That shit's crazy, Steph.
I know, but look, we all safe, we all good. We gonna keep it moving.
Like we always do. Steph safe. I'm glad she shared that because that's really interesting though, and to get like
solar. Fuck PG&E.
We got like 3 different perspectives, which is good. We got somebody that's actually been in it and has dealt with it. And then we got me that's been on the sideline and experienced it on a different level, and Patty too. So it's kind of like it's pretty dope. It was a good conversation.
But you know what though? Remember how you said like if you're from out of state or what have you? So like we experienced fires and earthquakes. I mean, actually California go through everything except a damn hurricane.
Yeah.
One of my partners is from Ohio, right? And
they got tornadoes and shit out there, right?
I talked to her about that. She goes, I would rather experience an earthquake. I said, bitch, hold on. Well, explain to me your tornado experience. Have you ever been through one? She goes, oh yeah, all the time, you know, because it's the Midwest. I'm like, so wait, you got a bunker? She goes, yeah, all the homes, like everybody out there, it's like a standard thing. They had, she's like, yeah, she's been down in them several times, and it's just like, oh, whatever. And when it's done, we just go back upstairs and yeah, and I'm like, man, fuck that.
Fuck that. But you know what though? It's different when you grow up in something though, because like we've grown up around earthquakes all the time, and we don't have them as frequent as
but it's coming.
Big ones, yeah, the big ones that we feel where you could feel the difference. We don't have them as often, which lately we have, but it's the same shit. Don't know. See, the thing is that at least you could go underground and hide from a tornado. You ain't hiding from shit on Earth over here.
Yeah.
Once an earthquake hit, you're gonna feel it everywhere you go. There ain't really much you could do to hide from it. Just hope that your fucking house holds up and it ain't a big crazy one, and that's it.
Yeah, you know? Pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, but what was that? Hey, so what was that other thing? Oh, we had talked about the last time. You want to just touch on the...
Are we going into that?
Yeah.
I feel like we're going to go talk about something else. Well, look, last time you brought this shit up.
Yeah, that is true. That is very, very true. I did brought up about the whole birth control thing.
You brought that shit up. So look, I guess you told me, I don't know, you were talking about, you told me what did I think about fucking male birth control, and I was just like, yo, I don't know much about it, but I feel like that should be like a last resort. Because remember you were talking about like, oh, why is it got to be the woman's fucking responsibility to have? Because I feel like a woman should have that, and this is why. I think it should be a woman to have the birth control like that, and then a guy should also wear a condom, obviously, you know what I mean? You gotta keep the dick safe. But it's like, it's your body. You guys are the ones that have the baby.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So you guys should always be your own last line of defense. You should never have to rely on another human being to, whether it's the pull-out game, you feel me? Whether he's 10-0 on the pull-out game or whatever the case is, it's your body. I get it that you guys go through a lot more complications and deal with a lot more shit, but at the end of the day, if it was a guy and I guarantee you, look, from a male perspective, if it was a guy and if you fucked a girl and the bitch got you pregnant, motherfuckers would be taking those pills without question, no matter what happened, because motherfuckers don't want to be pregnant.
Right, but let me chime in on this.
Yeah,
when women take birth control, right? Okay, so when a woman is pregnant, you know, not naturally, you know, you don't want to take anything. Like when my mother was pregnant,
of course,
she didn't even take a Tylenol. Okay, for example, right? You don't want to take anything. Birth control for women affects the kidneys, amongst other little things here and there.
Don't you stop taking birth control when a person's pregnant?
But hold on, though. This is a thing. While you're taking it, it affects organs, and it affects you all. It affects your body. I can't say how long it takes to get that stuff out when you stop taking it.
True that.
So when you're pregnant, and I've never been pregnant, but I'm just saying from what I know.
Me either, by the way.
But I'm just saying, like, who's to say who's supposed to have that control of the birth control? I would prefer it to be either person's, you know, if you wanted to do it or she wanted to do it, fine. But I feel like now I feel like it would be better if the men did it, because now there's less quote unquote drugs within my system. If I were to get pregnant, that's not going to harm the child. That's just what I think.
Well, see, the thing is like this. How
it
first
can go
of all,
either way.
It's definitely a case by case. You know, it's very subjective because everybody's different. And my whole thing is like this. Okay, based on your theory, like even birth control now, if you're taking it, there's still a possibility you could get pregnant. Correct?
1% chance.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure there should be the same. Almost the same for a male.
Right.
So now, by your perspective, now we're shooting drugged up
seed shit, I knew you was
into your
say
body,
that. God
into
damn
your
it.
body, and now not only are you getting introduced to a brand new life, but you're getting introduced to a whole new foreign substance that wasn't in your body before, correct?
See, we can be skeptical on that whole thing back and forth, but I get what you said.
Don't worry about it. As long as it doesn't stop or in a little window pops up and says anything, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Oh, no, it's because you ain't messed with it in a while. You know, producer Patty's, you know, making sure she's keeping us updated on the latest.
But I mean, it could go back and forth with all different little parts here and there, but overall, and here's another part too, right? You know how, like, say, the girl could want to have the man's baby, right?
Yeah.
But lie and be like, oh, I'm on the pill, and like sneak into getting herself pregnant by him because she wants a baby with him for whatever reason, right? So women lie about being on the pill all the time to sneak that, but now it's like, now I'm skeptical about the dude.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's all manipulation. Because think about it like this.
But not too many dudes are gonna want to get
That's what
her
I'm saying.
pregnant.
You're right about that. That you make a point. And think about it like this. It's like
I mean,
yo,
some are.
I'm gonna tell you like this, and this
Fuck,
dude,
Patty.
this is from a real life dude
shit.
that's alive, and it's a dude.
Oh, here we go.
If you put your dick in a woman and you don't have no condom, whether she says she's on the birth control or not, you can get her pregnant, bro. So
Slim chance, but it can.
A slim chance. But even if she's lying though, and she just telling you that, now you're like, oh, I could go crazy in this motherfucker. She says she ain't. She says she on the pill. It's good. If she's lying to you, either way, you playing with fire.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're gonna have unprotected sex with somebody, then just know that you guys, unless you had a hysterectomy or you had a vasectomy, and there's still a possibility with the vasectomy. Mm-hmm. If you've had either one, you still could get her pregnant. Mm-hmm. So
it's very slim chance, but
so I don't give a fuck if your paw pull out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The fucking the motherfucking stomach shooter, the motherfucking marksman, whatever.
Here we
just
go.
know that that's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. You know, so that's a public service announcement. You know, over here at the No Invite, we love to help you young stupid motherfuckers out that didn't realize that you could still do that. But I mean, that's what it is. And you're right, and it is all subjective because the same thing. Some guys, they just want to have some raw sex, so they'll tell the bitch, like, even if they don't care if they get pregnant or not, because some motherfuckers don't plan to be there anyway. So they'll be like, yeah, baby, I'm on the pill, don't trip. Blah, I could shoot the club up. You know what I'm saying? Lay the whole club down. No, don't even trip. Ain't no kids coming out. No, we taking no prisoners. And then next thing you know, you pregnant and whatever, whoop, and the whole shit. So,
did you know that a guy can have like a reverse ejaculation?
What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
What's a reverse ejaculation, bro?
So look, I haven't read fully on it, but
this
like,
should sound like a fucked up sex position.
But like, no. Look, I haven't done all my research on it, but the dude,
It's making me laugh.
but the dude can have an orgasm, if you will, and not shoot nothing.
I was doing that when I was a kid. Like when I first started, I ain't had nothing to shoot. What you mean? There's like
No, but it's an actual practice.
It was just
it's
dry.
an actual practice.
The nigga was just pump faking and shit.
It's an actual practice. Look, I'm gonna look it up, people, and we're gonna talk about it in the next show or two.
Man, I learned the older you get, you don't want blockages. You're supposed to let it go. I'm just making. I done fuck Patty's world up right now and shit. Patty's like my sister, so she's like, oh my god. This the motherfucking No Invite podcast, bro. We talk whatever. We say what the fuck we want in this motherfucker. So excuse me, but like in case y'all didn't know, like before a certain age, when a young male, what's it called, produces,
Oh shit.
Ejaculate. He dry pumps. So like, no, we got about 3 minutes, man. Knock it off. Leave me alone. I'm trying to make a point over here. Look at Steph. Steph's hair is so short now. She's rocking the do-rag and shit now. Like,
well, I gotta wrap it up to keep the little frizzies down, but then it gets too flat, so I gotta like fluff it out.
You got like the FB haircut right now. You know what I'm talking about?
Hush.
You getting there though. You banging out.
I know. It's been 7 months.
But anyways, look, fuck all that. Like I said, protect yourself just like anything else. And don't always remember, motherfucking condoms work too, you know? If you don't know this person, you ain't been around this person. If you know yourself, you ain't been to the doctor in a while, you ain't got checked.
Yeah,
come on, man. You go handle your business. Go see the doctor at least once a year. If you feel like you practice any kind of risky behavior, then go see him again. Fuck it. I mean, healthcare, it is what it is. I mean, I'd rather owe hella money on medical than fucking be all fucked up, walk around with some fucked up shit, passing it to people. You know what I mean?
You know what? Condoms are literally only, mostly good for pregnancy prevention. But you could wear a condom, and that could restrict your, risk of STDs. But a lot of people don't know is you could be fucking, and you could still get STDs like warts through skin-to-skin contact.
Nice.
So, be safe, people.
Be safe, and man, when you get there, tell that bitch to bust it open and take a close look. You know what I mean? Take a real close look. Get a magnifying glass if you got to.
Shit,
you know
I don't know about all that.
Study the vagina.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Same for you ladies.
Yes.
Yeah, study the dick.
Yes.
And when he passes the physical, ladies, you know what to do with the dick. Slap yourself with it. You know what I mean?
You want your diseased-ass dick near me.
Exactly. So when the dick passes the checkup, go ahead and smack yourself with it, ladies. You know what I'm saying? Because you done got the award.
Use a lot of spit, all that kind of stuff.
Catch it like a football. You dig what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Put that nigga in the headlock.
Okay. Put your face in it.
Look at Patty. Look at Patty. Patty just talked all that shit, and then she's over here talking, make sure you put your face in it, Patty. But you just talked all that. You think I want to hear that shit? You didn't have to say nothing. You didn't have to say shit. You could have just fell back. But
but Patty is right, though. Ladies got to be treated first because you guys are a little bit quicker than we are, so, you know.
Of course. That should be the goal. That should be the goal. See, the goal is when you fuck with somebody, the goal is they make you feel good, you make them feel good. If that's not happening, then something gotta give. Somebody gotta talk, you gotta let it be known. But that's the whole name of the game. You know, I don't know about that.
Anyways, we give life.
The vagina has powers, though, mystical properties that will fucking make a man do stupid shit. So stay woke, fellas. It's the No Invite Podcast. We're going to keep it moving and grooving like we always do. We're finna take a quick little break and jump into the last segment. Hey, I'm talking about. Me and Patty done had issues hella times already. Exactly.
But see, that shows that you guys are like real people and real friends.
And that's why I don't even trip. Like, it's like with Patty, it's like I already know. I know what I get. She's going to be consistent. So even if she mad at me tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, she's going to let me know whatever, and it's going to be what it is. So it's the No Invite Podcast. That's why she's the producer, because I can't have just some producer that's just going to sit there and not say shit. She got to be able to say something.
To let you know what time it is.
Something. So, I mean, anyways, it's the No Invite Podcast. My name is Blaze.
This is Steph.
And we're going to go ahead and kick off into the final little piece of the No Invite, which is Steph be mobbing and mobbing with Steph. That's what I'm calling it, goddammit. That's what I'm naming this shit, because until she comes up with a proper intro for her segment, I don't give a fuck. This is steady mobbing with Steph. You know what? It's Steph mobbing with Steph right now. God damn it. That's what I fucking said. So Steph, what's up, man? You had some advice or some kind of situation you were talking about with the whole with a date or something. So go on and kick it off. Then.
Look, I go out on a date with this dude, right? Like, and this recently happened. Now keep in mind, he asked me out. Okay. We go to eat, had a nice time, whatever. At the end, towards the meal, he's like, so you're paying for the meal, right? And I'm like, I was like, are you serious? And he was dead ass serious, bro. And I was like, look, if you ain't got no dough, like I need a pocket check right now. Otherwise, I mean, I'll go half with you if it's like that. I mean, let me know something, but bitch, you asked me out.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Like, who does that?
A player?
Shit, it sounds more like a fucking loser to me. Look, he's not getting a call back.
That's crazy. So basically,
you should have said something beforehand.
So he's like, "What's up, Steph? I just want to take you out."
Okay, look. Okay, here. Okay, so what do you think about this? So
like the whole turn off the light song came on and shit. He was real smooth with it. Like I'm sure I could show you the world. And then then when we get there, he's turning to Stevie Wonder with the bill, like you know
but where do you think that's gonna get you? Like, you just wanted to eat?
I think he was just trying to test who you are. Like, and maybe he is used to that. Who knows? I mean, like, every dude is different. Like,
you just wanted to eat?
Maybe. Girls do it all the time, no?
Shit, well, I could have cooked at home.
It's talking about equality and niggas gotta start taking pills.
Let me ask you this then. Okay, so
what?
Where...
I can't get taken out? I can't tell myself to hold my head, king?
But you can't ask me out and then expect me to pay for it.
Man, this is a brave new world. You know what I'm saying? We know we're having
unless it's discussed beforehand. Hey, let's just go half. You know, you never want to share your financial shit with somebody new.
That's true. What if he was just like dine and dash though, bro? Like,
well, then you should have let me know what time it was.
She could have had the appropriate footwear for that, huh?
Like expensive, and then at the end of the night, like, so you're paying for this, but she asked you out.
But she asked me out.
Yeah. Y'all go to Roof's Chris or Crustaceans.
Yeah. And she pulls that shit on me. I'll be like, yeah, for sure, baby. Don't even trip. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna go to the restroom. I'll be right back. Yeah, right. Baby.
You wouldn't do no shit like that. How would you really feel?
You hear that? She's gonna be sitting there like gone. Like, look.
No, but realistically. Okay.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
Like,
I feel you on that.
Don't do no disrespectful. Now, like I said, if we went somewhere else, but like,
no, but you would be hot though,
I invite you to Roof Chris or some crazy shit, and you gonna pull that bullshit on me? Hell no. I'm not gonna call it back.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that shit ain't right though. Is what I'm saying.
It ain't right. It all depends on the thing is, like, you know, the conversation. Like I said, everything's subjective. You never know like what the agreement was. But that to me, that's kind of crazy because it's like, come on, bro. Come on, B.
Yeah,
you know,
like, and when
any chick did that shit to me, I'm gonna be like, come on now, come on.
But yeah, it's like I feel like communication once again is key, and it's like, bro, you could have been like.
But what if he was planning out? See, the thing is, I'm speaking for guys again. You know what I'm saying? It's like, look, You know what I mean? You pay for dinner, I'm gonna give you dessert. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, here you go.
So I'm just saying, like, what if he was like, you bring the money to the table, I'm gonna bring dick to the table. Some guys are like that, you know what I mean?
But is that all? Is that the MO though? Whatever happened to really taking somebody out a couple times, getting to know them, and then like the anticipation of when it does go down?
Bro, this is the Instagram era.
I know, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Fuck
You gotta remember
all
that,
these
like-
millennials.
No, you don't, because there's people out there, there's like-minded individuals out there. It just so happens you ran into one that wasn't. He was on his own shit, and he was just like, whatever, you know what I mean? So, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm like that with anybody, and that goes for just my partners. Like, them be like, you know what I mean? Let's go get something to eat.
That's
if it's my
different,
folks,
though.
yeah. I mean, but what I'm saying is it's understood. Like
Right.
the circumstance, no matter what we do, it will be understood. Like
Right.
if it's me and Patty, I'll be like, Patty, you want to go get something to eat? And if she's like, nah, and I'm like, I'll be like, if she don't got it or she
Right.
don't feel like it, I'll be like, well, it's my treat. Do you want to go to eat?
There
And
you
she
go.
tell me what she want to tell me after that, or vice versa. Maybe
Yeah.
she'll pull that on me and be like, yo, let's go get something to eat. And I'll be like, you know what, I'm good right now. My pockets ain't right or whatever. And she might be like, well, it's on me.
Yeah.
Well, bam.
Or otherwise, you just be like, yeah, I'll meet you there because you know you got yourself or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I mean, amongst friends or whatever, that's cool. It's understanding. That shit is not that funny.
Well, no, it's funny. You want to know why the Simpsons episode is funny? Is because not only is it talking about, because when you were talking the whole dinner thing, it was literally dude
Dinner,
was
I know.
having dinner and and the bill came and it was like $100 and he was like, what the fuck? But it's also talk because you're a vegan and it's kind of like it's a
The
vegan.
poor
It's
little
the
lamb.
it's the vegan episode, yeah, where they're like kind of
poor little
talking
lamb.
shit about. This is super dead ass old. You got the remote? I mean, right
Oh,
next to
here.
you.
But yeah, I just feel like if you invite somebody out, you should pay for it. Goddamn.
Yeah.
95.
Well, they say
I
they
was
predict the
6.
shit. You know what I mean?
Hey, but I feel like if you invite somebody out that you're getting to know, you should pay for it. Or beforehand say, hey, if we go out, you want to go half.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And other than that, I mean, shit, you could go home, make something at the house, or go do something cheap. You know what I'm saying? Go shoot darts or pool at the billiards, have
some drinks. If you
do
ain't
a
got it
little
like that,
something.
do something light. No, I get that. I totally get what you're saying though, because if we're just speaking from some fucking regular shit, it's true. Like for me, if I invite somebody to go somewhere, if I'm talking to a chick, I'm like, let's go do something. That's fine. If you see me, if I get dinner, you get drinks. Now, do I
I'm cool with
expect it?
that.
No, but that's gonna let me know what kind of bride you are. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't expect it, but that lets me know. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the whole thing. It's like you'll see what people are willing to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I'm never the type. I don't give a fuck. I'm never the type that I expect everything like all that and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now when we've been together for a while, we've been doing dates and we've been back and forth trading off, and you're like, I got this. That's cool. Whatever. You know what I mean? It all depends on the relationship and what we agree upon. You know,
Yeah.
but like.
And
Like if
people's actions tell all.
Yeah, if she pulls some shit like that, I'll dead ass leave her though, right in the fucking. I don't give a fuck
Okay.
where we at. I'll bounce out. Like, what's that? What's that?
Is it insulting if she offers to pay and you invited her out? I do that. Like they'll invite me out.
It's not insulting because to me, I don't take it
No,
as
I don't think
insult
so.
because I take it that, like I said once again, that shows me the kind of person you are, and for you to offer
Yeah.
and not even be asked and not be expected to. I'm like, okay, that's something duly noted. I'm gonna put that in the little checklist.
Look,
okay,
if that
like,
was was me, I would either be like, no, I insist, or I'd be
Up
like,
top.
well, or I would be like, well, if you insist, let's just go half.
Yeah.
Because I did take you out. Let's just do half. If you.
Or I would
insisted.
tell her what I just told you. I'd be like, you know what? I'll take care of dinner. You get drinks tonight.
Yeah.
Let's go have some drinks after this and kick back and you know what I mean, or whatever. Or if we're gonna catch a movie, you get the movie tickets. I'll get the dinner. And
Or
whatever.
if you really,
or you could give me some head on the way
broke,
over there, whatever
this
you
guy.
prefer.
Or look, if you really, really broke, you can just go
Throw
hit
me a
up
BJ, you know?
No, you could just go hit up the taco trucks.
Yeah, I mean,
And
there's a lot of ways.
and go see the sideshow, and you good.
There's a lot of ways to take cheap dates. You don't gotta fucking go spend it. If you think that you spending hella bread's gonna impress a bitch, then you obviously got the wrong bitch to begin
Right.
with. Because if that's what you think's gonna impress her, then obviously you feel
have
that
no
that's the kind of
substance.
bitch. Well, no, that's the kind of bitch that you're attracting. Then that's what you're gonna get.
Well,
You gonna
that,
get,
that says a lot about yourself. Oh yeah.
No, and that's cool. I get that part. Some people are okay with that, and it's whatever you like, though. It's for those people fooling themselves, and then they're like, "Well, she invited me, and she's."
But you attract what you embody.
Exactly. So what you looking for? With that said, this is the No Invite Podcast. This is another week. We're keeping it moving and grooving like we always do. This is Blaze.
And this is Steph.
And we got producer Patty on the boards. We want to thank y'all, everybody. Make sure that you go follow us on SoundCloud at No Invite Podcast. You could go to the YouTube page, which is now official and functioning. It's called RiBirth Media Films, RiBirth, and Films with a Z. You could go on there and catch all the exclusive media from RiBirth Entertainment and RiBirth Incorporated, of course, which is also the parent company to the No Invite podcast. You could also make sure that you guys go and tune in. Follow the account on Instagram at no_invite_podcast, as well as I'm going to be doing a TikTok page for this soon that we're going to do exclusive content because we're trying to expand, y'all, and we understand that the shit's always evolving and always moving. I want to say a special thank you to everybody. We're actually right on the fucking money and on the mark. With that being said, we are out. Keep it moisturized, y'all. Love yourself and use lotion.
Please hang up and try again.
Follow the No Invite podcast on Instagram. No_invite_podcast.